Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you had a great day yesterday. There was a lot of price action done, and there was opportunities to make money all over the place. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the bell button. That way you can know when I pop back on. We're going to get right to it. I gotta send one last message out to the communities. Sorry about the lawnmower in the background. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not, but they're doing my grass in my neighborhood. We live, folks. Let's go. All right, boom, sent that out to them. Boom, and there we go. Notified. There we go. All right, that way people knows we are live. I thought I ended all of these. I gotta fix my schedule. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the charts. Boom, there we go. All right, that's that. And let me make sure my P&L is working perfectly fine. Why are you not working? Of course, of course. Don't you just love it when things just don't work according to plan? Why are you not working? Could it be because he did not capture the window I wanted? Maybe if I do it like this. Does that do it? Great. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a permanent solution for this P&L thing, because it looks like it's not doing what I expected to do. Let me see if I can fix that quickly. No, that's not it. Maybe if I change the source to this. I think that is it. I think that might be it. I think that'll be the fix. That would be the fix. Maybe if I can drag the chart into place. So that'll be roughly like about right here. That should pop up my P&L here and there. All right, cool. So I fixed the problem. Let's go ahead and get started. So the NASDAQ is going up after it did a whole entire sweep to the downside. And it looks like we are going to power right back up. Actually, let me squeeze this down. I don't want it to be so abrasive. Let's see if I can squeeze that down. Where are you? There we go. There we go. I just want to see the P&L. That's all I want. Just the P&L. Don't make it complicated. Peace, family. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So I sent that out to there. Sent it out to there. All right. So let's go ahead. I'm over here hitting my mic. Let's go ahead and look at all the indices as a whole. I'm going to use the 1 hour in this case just to kind of get a little bit of a basis. We came through the order block. This was the order block that I was talking about yesterday. It was a daily order block on NASDAQ. Come back to the screen, and you can kind of see we had a tough time, and we used that as support back here in June. And this is the tough time that we just had trying to get down there. And then the market decided, oh, we're just going to go ahead and just push right back above it. So this was a nice little wick below. They're probably going to really liquidate some people that thought it was going to be a complete put down to the downside, and it's not holding the level that it's supposed to. So this is going to be very interesting as we open up on how the market reacts to that. Now, there is a little bit of news that's coming out. Actually, let me get to that before we get deep into it. The first thing was employee wages. That's the one that made the market a little bit bullish, right? Because we're bearish for the dollar. And then down here, we got oil. And then this is the one. Could this be, and I'm not saying this is the answer, I will not be online with y'all at 2 o'clock. Could this be a push-up to let their friends off the elevator, knowing that the interest rate decisions is going to come out a little, spicy? A little surprised, because there's a lot of people that's pricing in some of the thoughts of we're going to get interest rate cuts, and they're trying to price in as much interest rates cuts as possible. Hence the reason why we had such a strong rally. Not also counting the fact that we're in an election year, which normally is usually bullish in the first place. But if we look at this chart, we're about to, for the day, we're about to engulf the previous drop, which the drop was, to give you a point of reference, because we like to look at, we dropped down 361 points. That's 1,200 ticks for my futures folks, and now we're pushing up 2,000 ticks right now. Just to kind of put things into perspective for those that play futures, very important that you understand what's happening here. So this is going to be very interesting. Let's go ahead and speed up. Oil, I was playing this to the downside. I was looking for the daily fair value gap to fill. We did not fill it all the way. They bounced it back up, and you can see we came right back up to this level. Probably another one that's being affected by interest rate decisions. Coming back to the 1 hour, I wanted the 1 hour. Gold, I kind of gave y'all a warning. We might be going for that 248. Sorry. 2488 retest, get to 2500. I think the moment we get to there, they're probably going to try to go for that contract expiration gap. So just keep that in mind. Same with silver. It's powering up. Kind of looked like a bear flag breakout that was supposed to fall, but it didn't, and now it's starting to extend back up. That's why we tell you to go for 50% in the move. This one right here is the British pound. It's basing right now, so that base could be putting pressure on the dollar, making it drop some more. So if the British pound starts to push up, the market should be following in kind. Natural gas, again, we're not ready for it. I was looking for it to break down here, but they had a nice little pop-up. I think this is just another bull trap to it, so keep an eye on natural gas. And then the Russell. This is the one that really keep a strong look at, because if they're pouring more money into the Russell, then they got to take money from somewhere. They've been taking a lot of money out of tech. If we look at Nvidia's been getting beat up a little bit, so this could be a little bit of a recovery for it. But I think they're going from Nvidia, which is an international company, to a small cap, which is mostly domestic. And then you got the dollar. Remember that dollar that I was talking about, and it was looking like it was just powering up? They just kept on smacking it. 2 smacks here, and then during the London session and the overnight Asian session, it got really beat up. Looks like it's coming for this fair value gap on this 1 hour. If we go over to the daily, it does not look cute. It looks like we're going to put on, it looks like a retracement to make a death cross, and this really looks like a bear flag. Again, very consolidated, so this is going to be very interesting too. And if we go take a peek at the VIX, right? The VIX just couldn't break out of this downtrend line. That's what it boils down to. So this is the downtrend line over in 2023. This is the downtrend line over in 2022. This was the downtrend line roughly around the April correction. So there's a lot to be desired here from the VIX. So without getting too deep into it, it's going to be very interesting at how we attack the market from here. So that said, as we wait for the market to open up at 9:30. You already know how we kind of do things. Let me put the Dixie back on. There we go. Let me bring back the NASDAQ. There we go. And yeah, the NASDAQ at the stochastic being down here right here with a nice engulfing. They might come for this whole entire thing, go to this gap, and then dump. that could be very fun to try to position ourselves for something like that. That would be good. Good tickage right there. You're talking about just from this point and fill that fair value gap, another 2,000 ticks. That would be very interesting. All right. That said, let's go ahead and check out the 1 hour one more time. A little overheated. 2 hour overheated. 4 hour. Yeah, that thing's heated. Yeah, they got to take out these fair value gaps for me to be really bullish on this. But we are in a bullish market, so these runs are supposed to be running like the way they are. So just be smart with your trades. Let me go ahead and get my P&L out. Until I take a trade, there's no purpose to have that up. And we will see how this goes. Oh, and I did not do what I was supposed to do over here. I got a glimpse of what's coming in the future. All right. E-Trade. I logged in most of my account, but I just got one more to get into. And I almost forgot the password in like 2 seconds. All right, I am in. So let me get this to the side, and I need this one to that side, and I need my P and L. Where's my P and L screen? Oh, there it is. Got my groupings in order. We got like about another 20 seconds until the market opens. We'll see if we can find some quick scalps here because this thing is up a little heavy. We're now above the weekly. Yeah, we're above the weekly 618. Really? More powering up to that upside. That is very interesting. Let's come back over to that 1 hour. That was my Thinkorswim. I apologize if that was too loud. I forgot I'm logged into that. No, I'm not gonna play City right now. I'll play City another time. I'll go review that. Been testing some new alerts. Maybe get back to the 200 in the 1 hour. Like, how many people actually bought puts because we broke under this daily order block? Is that the liquidation sweep? Alright, let me put my chat over there. And put that over there. And this one will be a whole nother one. Where's my other chart? Let's grab this one. Not you. This one. There we go. And put you to the side here. I'll just need you for the alert later. Looking like a little bit of a hammer about to put in right here. The 5 minutes starting to hit some levels. Actually, let me go ahead and get myself prepared just in case this 5 minute starts to really dump. I'm looking forward to get through maybe 33 down to 301. Now Microsoft had earnings yesterday, and that one they got beat up really bad. All right, I'm gonna take a shot at this one. Let me see what we're working with. Oh, I think that's why my P&Ls are slightly off. And I'm gonna risk about 200 bucks. I think I know why. I'm using the wrong chart for that. But let me just get through this trade. Let me bring my P&L up. It's been torn between like 33 ticks down. Yep, that's what I thought. It's still slightly off. Slightly off. How can I fix that? Maybe if I squeeze that in like this. There we go. Okay. One way or the other. We're gonna find a way. Alright, so yeah, I'm down like 39 ticks, but I only did one contract. I do think we're probably gonna go to a dump cycle, but they're trying to buy up the dip. Looks like this 337 level is gonna be a tough area. But if we start to break down, alright. Could that be the breakdown? Under this 320, I may get an nope, hold on. Let me not write too many plans. Yeah, let me get out of that. So I told myself I was going to risk like about $200, $250. That was a little bit more of a pullback than I want, so I got out of that. So we'll call that one a day. So I was looking for a retracement after making such a run. And actually, let me get rid of this. Let me see if I can fix that because I think I know exactly what changed compared to the other time I had my PNL up. I think I used this chart the last time. Let's see how that looks. Oh, look at that. And then it did the drop. Oh, that was jerkish. There goes that drop. You see, that's what I was looking for off of my other, because I was like, we had a weekly level. that was mean, NQ. That was mean, but it's okay. I'll find another spot. Let me just squeeze this down, bring this there, bring my alert here, and bring my pricing as closely to that as possible. I think about right here will give me that. All right, are you gonna recover all the way? Oh, and then I gotta log out. Hold on, let me get rid of that. So y'all see that, okay, boom, and log myself back in. Okay, that should be better. Yeah, that weekly 618 is supposed to be a tough area. So that level is roughly around that 343 level. I almost want to give it another shot at it, but we've been so bullish with the overnight. You know, one more shot. We'll give it one more shot. All right, so now it's showing my P&L the way I want to. There we go. Tweak that. Let's see if this other shot can actually break this down. And what they could be doing, and I'm gonna only risk another 250 on this scalp. Yep, I'm out of that. What they could be doing, like generally speaking, is waiting for interest rates. So we might just keep powering up. So that's why I kind of wanted to take these two shots at the weekly level, see if the weekly level was strong enough to push it right back down. And looks like that's not the case. It is not the case. So we're down. What are we down? We are down about, because they kind of overshot it a little bit. So it's 250. I'm at like 325. Is that right? Am I doing that right? No. Yeah, 325. So each trade was about 325. So that's that little bit of a buffer in between the fact that I was waiting to see how this trade was going to hold. So I'm okay with it. I'll find a better trade. Let's go check out the other tickers and see what's going on as we wait for the orb to play out. Okay. Oil is retracing a little bit. Again, it's a far cry from what I was looking for the fair value gap. Gold still looks like it's going to recapture wick. Same as silver. Probably come back up to this level. And then the Russell looks like more consolidation. More consolidation. The dollar still losing value. Still losing value. Actually, it's continuously making lower lows. Maybe I'll get back to this 103.687 that we had back in June 16. I mean July 16. All right, back to NQ. This is what the range looks like so far. Actually, let me get rid of all the drawings. Let's start all the way fresh. That way I don't add any confusion. This might be our peak for right now and our low for right now. But we got like 6 minutes left. Looking like they're doing everything in their power to keep it up. Let me go check out some of my tickers. No, I don't want to talk about that one. Don't want to talk about that one. Let's go Bears. Microsoft is still falling though. This is Microsoft right now. Are they shifting money around? Oh, I see what happened. Okay, so they had to drop here, got back to its level, and then just drop it again. Okay, So yeah, Microsoft could be the one that's going to put some weight to it. We'll see what happens there. Costco, which I was a little bearish on, it looks like it's going to hold with some consolidation. Let's see how this consolidation actually plays out on Costco. Maybe it holds this base, resets some oscillators, and then it starts to push up some more. And then SMH is what's really powering this right now. Ooh, wait a minute. SMH, don't do that. And actually gapped up kind of heavy. We got this space here. If we go back to the daily, I was kind of looking at it like this. Don't you just love when the market does some funny stuff like that? So it looks like the semis is what's really powering this QQQ rally. We broke below this level, which is a very key level. This is the uptrend line that dates back about, yeah, this is my October one. So if this breaks, this would have been what could be a head and shoulders at this level at SMH. That's probably what's really taking this off. So SMH above 239 is bullish, very bullish. All right, let's get back over to NQ. SMH, I see you, SMH. Don't hurt him now. All right, we started to rally above that 618 level. We might get back to the 50. 50 will bring us to 471. Let's see if I can find a spot on the upside. Actually, let me make sure there's, I know there was some news. I think it might have been 9:45. Let's see. Chicago PMI at 9:45. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait for that. We got 4 minutes until that comes about. I already took a nice dent because yesterday I made about 1,000. And hey, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the party. Appreciate you. So yeah, if you want it, because we got like about another 4 minutes before we get into our range. If you got some tickets you want me to look at, I could go ahead and look at it along the way. But yeah, probably pushing. Yeah, this thing's trying to push itself up, being a little bit of a jerk. All right, possibly we're done here, maybe, or they could just take off again. I'm leaning on possible takeoff again. Let me check out this lower time frame, see how this is looking. Kind of tweezer bottom that base right there. Still gonna wait for this news. We got like about a minute and 45 seconds to the news. It's very tempting to try to play this back up because we kind of bounced off this level already, roughly around 19,351-ish. So we'll see what happens there. Oh, they really hammering this bad boy down. All right. So we might be good with this range right now. This might be it for today. Keep hitting my mic. Gotta find a way to get a new stand or something. Come on now. Are you gonna tell me you're gonna make lower lows? All right, so it did break over under my 350, which is the move I was looking for earlier, kind of similar to this. Maybe they did a sweep so that way they can get it back down. Oh, that is violent. 24.1 minute candles. That is not cute. Maybe they're getting out of their position because the news is coming. All right, we got about 17 seconds. Got a bearish fair value gap that we're sitting right there on that 1 minute. Maybe we'll get a nice little close of the 5 minute outside of here. I'll start off light. All right, the Chicago PMI came in. See what the details tells us. All right, they're still loading it. I'll come back to it. If we break below 311.75, we might go into a complete dump cycle. So that's our range right there. And that's probably what I'm going to be looking for on that, in that regard. Let's see. Couple of strikes there. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, they're going to try to see if they can recapture that wick. Let's come down to a 5 minute. 5 minute could turn bullish. It could. Now we could just flat out just drift up. Now that's the other thing I've been kind of contemplating too. Could we just drift up the whole entire day until 2 o'clock? Where we kind of like don't really make no real impactful move to the upside. And we just keep doing this consolidation, but it just keeps making higher lows along the way. Kind of leaning that way too. Now the funny thing about it, with all this move to the downside, it's almost like the market is holding these positions, and my oscillator is resetted on the 5 minutes. So we might turn bullish. Actually, let me just load up potential option contracts just in case it does break out of the top side. I'll be ready. Let's see. I would probably aim for 19471. Yeah, this contract gained $200, $2 just in this push up in the gap up here. This one here gained $1. Yeah, so if we break out the top at 413, I may aim for maybe 470, somewhere around there. Maybe even 471 to kind of be cost effective. But it does look like they're building this base and going for that upside when it's all said and done. All right. You see, and that's why I don't want to play inside of here, because it is going to get choppy. Patience, folks, patience. Let me go look at my bullish list. Let me see if they're falling down. No, they're not really going anywhere. You got AbbVie, JPM, DR Horton needed a pullback. That thing went crazy. So it looks like it's finally giving that. IWM is in consolidation. 3M. Ah, the one that got away. Another one. Kind of reminds me of UNH. I was looking for a close above a level, and they decided to gap it at earnings. So it's so far removed, I just haven't bothered with it at all. 22% gain. Ew, that probably would have been a good straddle. CVX look like it's recovering. I want to see CVX get above that 161, maybe even get above 165. So those are a couple of things I'm looking at. In a Hilton is struggling to keep that upside going, and I think some signs are happening over there. So even though it looks bullish, I'm gonna temper my nerves on that one. All right, let's go look at some other industries. Not industries, but indices. See what's going on with oil. Oil's struggling to hold that 77 right now. Gold looks like it's about to break out. Like for real, for real. Probably get to that 2479. Let me set an alert here. Let's see what happens. Give me a second. Yeah, these kids, they're over here messing with my door. All right. I put an alert here just in case that happened while we're not watching. Silver and Russell. That was the other one I'm curious about. Let's see. All right, looks like the Russell is starting to put what looks like a hammer here. We got like 6 minutes left on this 1 hour candle. This doesn't look too good for the Russell right now. Let's see what happens with that. So let's go ahead and continue from there. Let's go over to the NASDAQ. All right. Still inside of here. We're probably going to close the 1 hour and the 15-minute exactly in the same area. Let's go back to the 5-minute. Patience, folks, patience. I'll tell you, patience. I know it sucks, you know, waiting for something to happen. So a couple things that I wrote down as I build my patience. I have 3 strategies that I operate with. One of them is my, I'm hitting my mic again. One of them is my buy. Very fun strategy. It's just following the trend from higher time frame to lower time frames. It's very simplistic and it's common sense. If you're a trader, it just makes sense. So I'm looking for that. Haven't got an alert because we're in consolidation. We're just going sideways. You can see the chart. The other one is my 45-minute, and you can see with the 45-minute, we're not making any impulsive candles. This was a good impulsive candle that I probably could have played, but I don't play pre-market. And if we go over to my other chart, where are you? There we are. Yeah, that probably would have been a really good trade. Kind of started from 2 o'clock in the morning in itself, and it just never looked back. The other one is the ORB, which is what we're waiting for right now. And I just try to keep it as simple as possible, other than my swing trades, right? Because my swing trades, they're more structured, they're following trend lines, and gold is above that level. Let's go check out what's going on with gold. Might have to check out GC. Let me see if I can find an entry on gold, because it looks like it's starting to stair step its way. Actually, I'm gonna, because I know I'm not gonna watch it. Let me go MGC, just so I can make sure I can have peace of mind with my back turned. Yeah, this thing looks like it's about to take off. I'm trying to see if I can get a nice little pull. There we go, right here. Get my PNL on the screen as much as possible. Yep. Come on. Why is this not doing what I... you know what? I'll figure it out when it's all set there. 178. Alright, so this is the one I'm looking for. Nice little pullback here. Oh, they're pulling it back hard. I'm gonna hold on real quick, see how this really holds. Come on, give me a nice little entry. Almost 10 o'clock. There is some other news at 10 o'clock. Let me go ahead and pull that back up. Not this group, this group. Pending home sales comes out in 2 minutes, and then fuel in 30 minutes. So if you're playing oil, that probably will be something you'll pay attention to. All right, need you to, you hit the alert. Here's your pullback. Could have been a bull trap. That's very possible. Could have been a bull trap. So let's just see what happens from there. All right. I'm going to do one contract here. And we'll come back to that later time. What am I targeting? I am targeting from the 1 hour. I am targeting the possibility of getting above 74, up 78 up here, 73 up here, and seeing where it takes us from there. So we'll see how that works. My stop loss is probably going to be about right here at the structure, which would be roughly 62. So let me go ahead and measure that out real quick to make sure I have proper structure. It's 62. So about 70 bucks is what I'm going to be risking. Yeah, about right here. And seeing where it goes from there. Yeah, because I kind of like the way the 1 hour stochastic is curling up here and the daily looks like that. So we'll see what happens. You never know. Might be a good trade. Oh, did I bring that down? Okay, there we go. I'm up 5 ticks so far. Might be a good trade, might be a bad trade, but we're gonna just run our plan. So let me go ahead and get my stop loss on the screen. That's 62. Let me make sure I got the right level. Really, it should be 59, but let's go with 61.70. 61.6. Let's do that. 61.6. All right, sell stop is set, and I can turn my back and go do whatever it is that I need to do. All right, so that said, let's get back over to NQ. Let's see if it's starting to break out. I'm still inside of this box. Oh, that is lower highs right there. Let's see if this holds. There's a little bit of pressure there. Aggressively, if it breaks out, maybe we take it to the upside. If we're going to be conservative, we're going to wait for it to break and close the 5-minute above 413. And sometimes you just don't see a good trade. Like I did a couple of scalps. It may finish red. It just depends on how the 2 o'clock plays. And sometimes you just find really, really good trades. And, you know, you knock it out the park. The goal is when you get those good trades, they make up for the days where you have the bad trades. So I'm still going to be green for the month. And this might be my entry as this thing starts to bullet up, and I may be taking this a little bit. Oh, yep, I'm taking that one because this thing's having a little bit of steam and momentum. Again, same 250 give or take is what I'm looking for as a stop. Oh, let me bring this down so y'all can see it. And there we go. And then my target, I'm supposed to do this in option contracts too. My target is the 471. I think I'm too late for the option contracts. Showed me $100. May. I may add another one at 46 if it shows me some momentum and breaks through there. Now, I know it was a little aggressive. The 5-minute did not close above my level. I was looking for the momentum to catch and hold. Looks like it's not. All right, it's starting to get close to my stop loss at that 250 level. Yep, there goes that 250. I am out of it. That was an aggressive entry. I'm just gonna have to wait for that 5-minute to close above it. And it's okay to get out before it gets worse. Now, could they be trying to get it back under that downtrend? Who knows, whatever the case may be. Maybe get ourselves a nice little reset. Now, a minute and 21 seconds. That 5-minute Stoke still looks like it wants to push up. A lot of resistance at this 421. They keep shorting it there. I think they're really trying to maybe keep us inside of the range. All right, 250. So right now down like 8, almost 900. Yeah, see how they kind of keeping us under the orb? Yeah, 6 seconds. May reverse and start coming down. If you're a good range trader, this could be a good range setup depending on how your entry is, but I don't play ranges. I don't do well with them. Let me see, 10 o'clock. I think the news did come out. Let me see what the news came out as. Pending home sale was bullish for the dollar. Maybe that's why we kind of hit a little bit of a brick wall. Okay. Let the market dissect this information. Still holding up strong here. But this time I'm gonna wait for the 5-minute close above. Don't do that. Don't just take off now. Let me see what my lower time frames are doing. Bit of a block under the orb, but it does not, because we kind of made a low here. This one made a higher low. Could be slowly trending up. Yeah, it's hard to take that trade now after they already took 250. That 5-minute looks so good too. I think it's going to give me a re-entry somewhere. Do not chase the cat. That cat can turn back around and start clawing against you. And this is what I was fearful of. Like, it does this drifty up, and as a breakout trader, I'm looking for levels where it surpasses and momentum catches it. Hence the reason why I took that previous trade. And this one looks like it's just going to channel its way, because I just noticed that the 1 minute they bounced it up, and then it looks like we get like a slight continuation. They're already pulling it back, so that could have been a scalp. And then we're so close to my target, which is this is the 446 that I was saying if we get up here I was going to take another contract. So now I'm looking at the 446 like, all right, a close above the 446, then I'll take another contract. So that means that would have been my now my first contract. Or do I just leave it completely alone at this point? Let me go see what's going on with GC. it's hitting a bit of a brick wall over at gold, so that's doing its thing, and I'm just gonna let it rock on. All right, 37 seconds, a little bit of liquidation here. We're gonna close above. Let me go find a potential entry on NQ. I think we need a little bit of a pullback, which I think they gave some of it. Taking that one. Oh, you can't see my P&L again. This is gonna be my second attempt at the orb, and if this thing does some funky stuff, which is already starting to, look at that. And it looked like it was going to take out my 446, which would have been my entry for my second contract. That's what's annoying me. Yep, 265, 300. Ugh. Yeah, they're being very choppy here. I always give my trades 3 strikes and you're out. So I'm going to give it one last one, and if not, I'm just going to leave the orb alone. Wait for my 45-minute. That's going to be after our trading floor. So today is probably not going to be a good green day itself. Let me see. Where we at right now? Down 1,000. 1,011. Which I was considering possible retracement, but the way the 5-minute was cutting through that 50% mark, I was like, okay, maybe we're gonna catch that and then to continue up. All right, getting ready for my final shot at it. I'd love for it to come back at 50 EMA first. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's what I thought. And possibly come all the way down to 50 EMA. Could have been a breakout liquidation sweep. I'll just wait for it to curl again. Because the 45-minute, yeah, that thing was taking off. Let me see what the levels are up here. That's the fair value gap. That's the 466. We were able to clear the whole thing as we get about 417. Just choppy. We ran for a long time during the Asian session, so that they're taking their profits. All right, one of my favorite oscillators has resetted, so I'm gonna see if it can curl up here. We didn't get to my 50 EMA, so I don't think I'm gonna get a bounce there. I want to risk another 250 bucks again. Considering that the 5-minute just came to retest the almost like retest the area to see if they can get back under there. Now new buyer stepped in, get a little bit of a bounce here, but I need some confirmation, like maybe like an engulfing, maybe, which it didn't do an engulfing. New 5-minute candle's gonna come in. Kind of stair stepped the 5-minute to kind of keep going up. Looks like we're gonna get my curl up though on my favorite oscillator. We'll see how this goes. Close the door.
Daddy, the show's finished.
Alright, give me a second. I'm coming. Okay, possibly this one. Are you the one? New 5-minute candle. See if they take out the recent bulls here.
Yeah.
Alright. Almost there. I don't see no strength behind it, so I'm a little hesitant on taking this one. They may take out the bulls, and yep, and that's what I was afraid of, like that type of sweep. All right, maybe now we take off. Lots of pressure at this 430, 427 level. Still haven't got a curl up. The 1 minute just went right into consolidation. I really want that level at 70, 71, 471. That's what I'm looking for. Especially the way we just bounced back. Five minutes holding well right on top of support. Taking that one. Same level, 466 for another contract. Or 446. Pull back. Take off. That should be my second contract there, and we should just take off here. Hitting resistance. Get out the way, bears. There we go. There we go. Alright, now let's get to 471. I may hold right here and just wait till we get to 471. Then consider getting my money. Come on, 471. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get there. That is, I need you with some strength. That is so weak. Nice explosion. Where's my stop losses? Come on, hit those stop losses. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. It showed me 9 and some change. And I'm so tempted because I am down. But I know what I'm looking for. 471. Come on, baby. It gets back under 800. I'm taking one off. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. If it gets back in that area, see if I can get the rest on this runner. No, no, no. 250. I'm out. Because the whole game, the whole thing of this game is live to fight another day. Come on, sweep the rest. Sweep the rest. Sweep them. Get up there. Because I'm going to add if that 5 minute can hold and we could stair step to 5. There we go. 471. All right. There's that first target. So I already took my profit on that one. So I'm not going to let this one go unless this gets under $300. Which is probably one. Oh, what a rejection. I thought we had enough strength to just, like really force our way up there. But it looks like it did. Look at that. Right at the 471. Maybe I should just did the reverse right on that. But that was a nice little pullback on that one. 471 is tough psychological level because of what we've been through on the weekly. Let me just break this down before we get out of here. So here's the 1 week. So all these prices literally inside of here, as we was trying to fill this fair value gap, it was just tough. So you gotta kind of know what our long-term investors are doing. So sometimes you got to really break down the weekly. So the weekly, I literally broke this down from the gap to this whole entire imbalance. I did take a lot of my profits when we got through this one. So this one is one of those type of setups. So this level I had a feeling could reject, and that's exactly what it did. And we come back to the 5 minute, you'll see we are struggling to hold that in itself. So a new higher low will be good if new buyers kind of step in, but that 471 level was exactly where I was looking to take the max profit if I had both contracts. But since I only had one, I was just trying to sweep for the rest. And right now I am not only down $443. So again, not everything is going to be perfect. Not every time early in the morning I'm just going to go ahead and like, hey, we made a lot of money, boom, and this is it. Trading is a marathon. If you can stick with the marathon, you'll survive in it. Be patient with yourself and forgive yourself so that way you can be able to move on and get into the next trade. All right. That said, I bid you a fond farewell because, I try to keep this inside of an hour. We're now pushing an hour and 5 minutes. You can go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell button. That way you know when I'm back on. It's Tuesday through Thursday, 9:15, all the way roughly around 10:30, depending on how much data is coming in and how much money we're making. And I'm going to go ahead and let y'all enjoy y'all day. Be smart. Watch out for 2 o'clock. Fed decision is at 2 p.m. All right? Get out of your trades by then or know what you're risking. Have a great day.